President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. seeks to strengthen bilateral relations with Mongolia and Mauritania as they look forward to establishing mutual understanding and exchange of services between the two countries. Marcos Jr. added that the diplomatic ties will pave the way for respective states to unite and move towards quick development and economic recovery from COVID-19 pandemic. Endorsing the economy to international partnerships, the president anticipates the potential investment opportunities for the country. Mongolia and Mauritania expressed positive sentiments in building relations with the Philippines. According to Presidential Advisor for Creative Communications Paul Soriano, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. wants to provide more scholarships and build cultural infrastructure to develop the country's creative industry sector. Soriano stated that he hopes to put his plans into actions by early next year and that he already has programs and plans for the creative industry. For Senate updates, Senator Bong Revilla Jr. has filed a bill seeking to lower the qualifying age to be legally considered a senior citizen in the country from 60 years old down to 56. Natalie Danganan has a full report.
Senator Ramon Bong Revilla Jr. has filed a bill seeking to lower the qualifying age to be legally considered as a senior citizen in the country from 60 years old down to 56. Senate Bill number 1573 aims to amend Republic Act number 7432 that defines a senior citizen as any resident citizen of the Philippines at least 60 years old. When enacted, all Filipino resident citizens at least 56 years old shall be considered as a senior citizen, thereby being entitled to the benefits that are due to be granted to them. Under existing laws, senior citizens are entitled to the following: 20% discount and VAT exemption on medicines, medical supplies and equipment, transportation fares including land, domestic air and sea travel fares, hotels, restaurants, recreation centers, and other places of leisure such as cinemas. Income tax exemption for minimum wage earners, minimum of 5% discount on monthly water and electricity bills, exemption from training fees for socio-economic programs, free medical, dental, diagnostic, and laboratory services in all government facilities, provision of express lanes in all commercial and government establishments, and death benefit assistance, among others. To assure that the elderly will be accorded with more relevant benefits, Revilla also filed Senate Bill 1558 that seeks to require establishments to provide priority seating for senior citizens. As provided in the bill, establishments including but not limited to restaurants, libraries, recreational centers, and venue halls shall reserve and designate best possible seats and tables to senior citizens. For Golden Nation Network, this is Natalie Danganan.
In other news, according to Ilocos Norte 1st District Representative Sandro Marcos, one of the authors of House Bill 6398 or the proposed 275 billion pesos Maharlika Wealth Fund, the Philippines should take advantage of its newfound tag as rising star of the Association of Southeast Asian Nation region by institutionalizing a sovereign wealth fund. Max Legaspi has the full details.
Marcos explained how the Philippines should take advantage of its newfound standard as a rising star in the Association of Southeast Asian Nation region by setting up its own sovereign wealth fund. Marcos argued that now is the time for the Philippines to establish its own wealth funding. The neophyte Solon cited the case of Indonesia, which he claimed made huge profits in the first year of its own sovereign wealth funding. Marcos also expressed confidence that the proposed Maharlika Wealth Fund would be run like a business which would be free of politics. During the second and final bicameral conference meeting, Marcos promoted that the country should take full advantage of the proposed Maharlika Wealth Fund. For Golden Nation Network, this is Max Legaspi.
Beginning next year, law students will be required to complete the clinical legal education program before taking the bar exam. JC Ogaire has a full report.
Clinical Legal Education Program or CLEP, a training program in which students assist in the resolution of cases and legal challenges under the supervision of a lawyer, will be required that they complete it during the last year of law school. According to Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo, CLIP will improve public access to legal services. He added that with CLEP, the public will have enhanced access to justice and ensured a place in our legal system for impoverished and underprivileged elements of society. For Golden Nation Network, this is JC Ogaire.
Chief Jose Arthur Togade of Land Transportation Office, or LTO, stated that 300,000 were deducted in the backlog of driver's license processing. LTO is now working on the solution regarding the slow process on issuance of driver's license, as this is the main problem of motorists. Chief Togade encourages motorists to refrain from going into LTO branches that have defective machines and check on the LTO official Facebook page. The Philippine Overseas Employment Administration, or POEA, announced that the deployment of overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, to India has been halted. POEA stated that the deployment of overseas Filipino workers is only permitted in countries where the rights of Filipino migrant workers are protected. The agency added that the declaration is based on the assessment of the Philippine Embassy in New Delhi, India. Manila Police District, or MPD, warns the public in making transactions on Facebook Marketplace as over 250,000 pesos fake cigarettes were seized in Manila. 3 suspects were arrested, namely Jerome Pagobo, Elma Facunda, and Cesar Piasto. According to the statement of MPD Santa Ana Police Station 4, the victim named Cyrus Edgar Villanueva made the first transaction through Facebook Marketplace by buying 3 boxes of cigarettes online that cost 93,500 pesos. But upon meet-up, it was discovered that it was only half of what they both agreed. The victim filed an estafa and the police immediately started the operation and arrested the suspects and recovered 150,000 pesos worth of fake cigarettes. Up next, a news force. BSP issues warning over phishing scams. UAAP Season 85 cheer dance competition set to return to pre-pandemic process. Maynilad announces water interruption in NCR and Cavite from December 5 to 8. Stay tuned for more stories and reports when News Force returns.